Hey everyone, hope you're all doing good on this day. Sensei Gully here. Earlier I posted a video. I like to do these little videos, give a little martial arts tips, and it was one on hand conditioning. But when I looked at it, the quality was so bad, I snatched it down because I want to give good information, but I don't want you to have to strain to see it. So I also was suggested to me that maybe I should actually put on my gi so that you can see that I am a legitimate Isshin-Ryu sensei. I've been training under Isshin-Ryu under Grandmaster Adams since '93 actually, and third degree. But yeah, so I like to give a little tips on stuff you can do to help your training and go forth and everything like that. Especially now with us on lockdown, we need stuff to do. So today I want to talk about hand conditioning. Now, if you're a martial artist, boxer, or just someone who just want to make sure that you throw a punch, it connects and you feel it, hand conditioning is essential, okay? The hand is a delicate thing, so you have to toughen it up. Now, one of the things we like to do is called makiwara training. Now, makiwara is a fancy word for a big piece of wood, has a split down the middle. You've seen them in the movies, and they're banging them and all of this. My master, Master Woods, what we used to do before we did all that, get a simple piece of wood. This is a 2x4. You can get any kind of scrap you want, okay? Now, before you do any kind of conditioning, you want to stretch your hands out. So set that there. So these are some basic limbering exercises. Now, open your hands, close them tight. Open your hands, close them tight. Now, depending on your style or system, your fists may be different. Now, as I say, I'm Isshin-Ryu, which is Okinawan. Our fists is a vertical fist with our thumb on the top. Okay, we do this for stability of the wrist, and if it gets punching, you don't jam your thumbs up. But if you're a traditional style and you're balling your fist, either way it goes. But you want to open them up, stretch, close them out. Take them this way, stretch. Take them this way, stretch. Take them this way, stretch, okay? As with anything, when you're training, take your time. If this is something new to you, don't rush into it because these are dynamic stretches. You don't want to pull any muscles or tendons, so just ease into it. A stretch should never hurt. It should feel a little tension, but it should never hurt, okay? Close them, close them. All right, now, once we get our hands limbered up, we take our piece of wood and just get it started. Get your fist tight. You align it so that you have your power and your vertical, everything, and you tap. And that's it. You just tap 10 to 20 times, and you switch it up. 10 to 20 times, and you switch it up. 10 to 20 times. You do that 3 or 4 sets. You know, you can do it out throughout the day when you're watching TV. The important thing to remember whenever you're training your hand is to look at your alignment, okay? You want to consider this as one, basically, 2x4. You want to consider your fist a 2x4. Now, Isshin-Ryu, our power is focused on the 2 knuckles, so you can see that my alignment comes so that my punch, you're getting the full brunt of that. So when I train, I want to get that, okay? So once you move on to that, then you do a little more dynamic training. I'm gonna step back a bit. Now, this is just basic wood, my wife's garden frame, but it's the same concept, okay? Get your distance, you know, square yourself up, depending on your particular style and stance, that you can have your range of motion. Then, just practice. Okay? Nothing too hard. Just to get used to shocking that hand. Work your uppercut, same thing. Okay? Work your shuto. Okay? Work your back fist. Okay? So whatever your strikes are, and my favorite, your elbow. Okay? So whatever your strike is, you want to practice that. You want to condition your hands, practice on something solid so that if you throw a punch, you can take the impact of that punch. Now, I'm going to show you another exercise that you can do, but I'm going to have to switch the camera angle, so bear with me. Okay, we're back. Now, what I've done is, this is a bucket of sand, okay? Everybody can see that? And if you've seen any of the old karate movies, you've seen them banging in the stone, banging in the stand. Sand is actually very efficient. The reason is because it compacts. And if anybody's ever been flipped or fell on the beach, know when you hit that sand, it hurts. So, condition your hands the same way. Now, again, I'm going to turn this camera so hopefully you'll be able to see it. Okay? Start off with the same concept. I make my fist and I punch into the sand. Twist, bring it out. Punch into the sand. Twist, bring it out. Same thing with my open hands. Jam, twist, bring it out. Jam, twist, bring it out. Okay? What that does is besides getting your hands all sandy and gritty, it allows you to get used to the impact of the way a human body would feel, because a body is not something solid. It's gonna give and then compact depending on if you're hitting bones and muscle. Let me set this camera down here. Okay, so yeah, so you want to always know that when I'm hitting Jodaning, Nukite, Chotan, you know, I'm getting the maximum amount of damage done because my hands are conditioned, okay? So again, these are just a couple exercises. Like I said, take your time, do it slow. Start off with a little piece of wood, mark you are, just light taps. You know, after a couple of weeks, you may notice that you start getting in the callus or the knuckles. Then you can move it up to the more, you know, dynamic training, you know. All the time you can do the sand. Now, when you do the Nukite, make sure you got a deep enough bucket so that your hand can go in it and not touch the bottom, because you don't want to jam your fingers up, all right? And also, do not do this in the house with the sand, because your spouse will use her techniques on you. So anyway, that's some tips for today. I hope this helps you out in your training. You all take care. Please stay safe in this COVID time, and I'll see you again later.